Hey everybody, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad to have you here. Today, something a little bit different. For those of us that really like bands of the 60s, I guess a good representation of the Dave Clark Five as one of the bands of the 60s, very rarely do we get to premiere or talk about a brand new album. And this is what I just got. Is the brand new Dave Clark 5 album, and so I thought I'd share it with you, open it up with you, and see what you think of it. So you and I will be doing this album together, and this just came out. Like I said, this is brand new, and this has, I'm trying not to make a ramble or a dispute, but the thing that's interesting is this is 140 gram. Yeah, and that a little bit different. This is mono, this album, which I kind of thought it was going to be released in stereo, but this is in mono, brand new, and it has 16 tracks on it. So there's, let's see if I can see here to line it up. There's your track listing. It's basically a greatest hits package on vinyl. We've had these before by the Dave Clark 5, and this is the first time in years that they've ever even had a new album out. The neat thing about this is it's got like raised lettering. The gold here and down here and here are all raised. So that's really kind of neat. I like that a lot. I like the cover. I think it's neat. I personally would have maybe gone for a color shot, but I think they're kind of going for the retro 60s look kind of thing, which, yeah, I kind of get it. My understanding when I was reading about this album months back was that this album was going to be a 2-album record set, and it was going to be in stereo. And excuse me, something just all of a sudden wrong with my throat. I don't have a cold or anything. I just got something in my throat. But this was going to be a 2-album set and was going to be basically a hits album, but they were going to have some bonus tracks that haven't been released, and it was going to be in stereo. This isn't in stereo, it's in mono, but it is greatest hits, and it's, like I said, 16 tracks. The American one, which is this one, only has the 16, where the UK one has the double. So the UK's got a double album, and I'm still looking for that, but I was anxious to show this to you right away. So, and I've got my knife. I'm going to open this up because I want to see this. I'm ready to play it. But I wanted to share it with you. I wanted to get your thoughts and what you thought about it as I show it to you. Drop my knife there. Being the Dave Clark 5, it's kind of fun to get something new. And let's see if we can open this up. Okay, we've got kind of words and stuff along here, and then that's kind of neat, like a signature of Dave Clark 5 there. That'd be cool if it was real, wouldn't it? I'd love to have an autograph of Dave Clark 5. Dave Clark. Alrighty, and here is the vinyl. But yeah, and that just odd that it's a 140 instead of a 180. Now they're starting to come out with 200 vinyl. But my guess is possibly that since this is mono, it doesn't have to be so high stock. So out of curiosity, nothing else. I was looking for a download card, or perhaps maybe something, poster, something like that. Yeah, they could have spiced this up a little bit more, but that's just my opinion. But I am glad to get this. This is pretty darn cool, pretty great. Looking forward to listening to it, putting it on the turntable. Dave Clark has got a lot of stuff. He was the guy who owns all the rights, still does, to all the TV show Ready, Steady, Go, which in England is terrific. It's kind of like our American Bandstand here in America. They had in England Ready Steady Go, and they had, oh my gosh, the Rolling Stones and the Beatles were on there pretty regular. Dave Clark showed up on there, but just all kinds of British groups were on there, and it was just, you know, couldn't go through all of them, but they, you know, there were all kinds of videos of those. So I wish they would release that. I wish Dave Clark would release those. Plus, you know, I wish he would do like an anthology. There is a DVD out there about the Dave Clark 5, and I guess that's kind of his answer to the anthology, kind of like the Beatles did. But I wish they put out some rare tracks. There are some floating around out there. There's still a whole lot more on Dave Clark that we don't know that much about. And I just hate the fact that we're starting to lose members of the Dave Clark. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Lenny, I think, has passed away in the Dave Clark. So we don't want to lose Dave Clark himself. And then we got all this vast history of what he has and could be releasing. So I really think that, you know, maybe this year, being that we're out of the gun and here we are in January, almost the end of January, maybe this year we might get some later stuff down the month, maybe on Dave Clark 5. But to start off with, we've got this. And that's great. I'm really, really happy and looking forward to that, listening to it and the other stuff. There's not too much in stereo. That would be great, a great stereo compilation. But anyway, I don't mean to keep rambling on about that, but it's kind of relatively short video. But one of my viewers also wanted to know if I had this album. It's the George Martin album. And yes, here you go. He wanted to see the cover of it. Wasn't too sure about it, but yeah, this is George Martin, Help. This is kind of it is an instrumental, but it's a nice one to have. He was looking for this for his collection to add to, but wanted to show that because he was interested. One of my viewers wanted to know if I had it. So, and I hope you all are doing really well. I appreciate you stopping by to watch my channel. I don't take it for granted. I do count it a true blessing that you guys are here, and I do care for each and every one of you, my viewers. And you guys are really terrific. Comment down below. Are you going to get the Dave Clark 5 album, or are you just going to pass it over and say, you know, that was for the 60s, or maybe you love the Dave Clark 5 a lot and you really want to get this. So this format, like I said, is 2 record set in England, and it's also 2 CDs. I failed to mention. You also can get this on CD, 2 CDs, or in America it's 1 CD and 1 vinyl. So comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. And like I said, this is a little bit shorter than more normal videos, and that's great. You guys get out of here now. So, yep. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you all take care, and I will talk to you later. And as I say in my videos, I'm out of here.